So you don't want a blessing bag?
Well, I've got a lot of. I've been blessed with a lot right
Oh, you have.
now, so
So
I'm
you
not really in need of anything extra as far as a bag goes.
okay? So I see you have a steak.
Well,
You have steak
it
and
costs
potatoes.
$10.
Steak and potatoes.
Well, it costs $10.
How you gonna cook
I
that?
cook that with aluminum foil.
Oh,
Yeah.
like you're camping out.
Well, it's good. It's good to cook your food in aluminum foil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna cook that tonight or maybe
Well,
tomorrow?
I'll cook that tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning when I first get up.
Oh, that's gonna
Around
be a
dawn.
good breakfast.
Yeah, around dawn.
Will you have
I usually wake up when the sun comes up.
Oh, nice. And I
Yeah.
see you have a backpack and everything. I mean, a sleeping bag and everything. So you'll be all right tonight.
So far, so good. Yeah.
You don't
so
get
far,
too.
so
It don't
good.
get too cold.
Well, sometimes no. So far, so good. I have plenty to stay warm with.
I see you have a.
What's your name?
My name is Juan. What's your
Juan,
name?
Daniel. Nice to meet
Daniel.
you. Juan.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Can I say Daniel
Sure,
or Daniel?
Sure. Sí, señor Juan. Mi ahora hablo español.
Nice.
Piquito.
Where are you from originally?
Oh, the Midwest. St.
Oh,
Louis,
Midwest, St.
Missouri.
Louis.
Yeah.
Oh, St. Louis, Missouri, with the big arch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So it looks like you had a pretty good little setup right here, Daniel.
Well, so far I keep it clean.
Good.
Try to keep it clean. I try not to put too much hope in it.
So that way nobody will complain.
Well,
And then
yeah.
they still complain, even though you're clean.
Nobody complains, bro.
Good.
No, everybody's all right, man. I just, you know what I do, man? I pretty much, I've been homeless for 15 years.
15
I
years?
lived on the streets for 15 years. I traveled from St. Louis, Missouri. I lived there too. The first 2 years I was homeless, I lived in St. Louis, Missouri. And I traveled from St. Louis, Missouri. I was reading my Bible before I left St. Louis, Missouri. The very same day I left St. Louis, Missouri. I was reading my Bible and it said to me, I read the part, it said, "Fear of the Lord is in the west and glory of the Lord is in the east." And I said to the Lord in my heart, I said, "Lord, I believe you prefer those who seek to fear you than those who seek to seek your glory. Because you should be humble before the Lord. And I think people that seek the Lord's glory aren't humble before the Lord. You know what I'm saying?"
Right.
And so I said, well, Lord, I guess I'm going to go west. And I'll just keep going as far west as I can possibly go. And until I can no longer go west. And I said, "Lord, I don't know how I'm going to make it. I have nothing. You know what I do? I had none of this or anything. I just had my Bible, a bag, and my clothes. And I just closed my Bible and I started walking west.
And here you are.
It took me, approximately 4.5 years. And eventually I went through across Missouri. I went across Kansas. I went to Denver. And I lived there for a year, and then I went down to Albuquerque, and from Albuquerque I went to Barstow, and then from Barstow I went down to LA, and it took me 4.5 years to do this.
Wow.
4.5 years, man. And I ended up at the end of Santa Monica Pier, and at 4.5 years I ended up at the end of Santa Monica Pier, and I said to the Lord, I said, "Lord, I think this is about as far west as I can make it."
That's the end. Isn't that the end of Route 66?
It's a positive. I don't know. I don't study Route 66. I wasn't planning on doing that.
Yeah.
I don't have no transportation. I just
Right.
either I was walking, hitchhiking, or caught a bus. That's the only way I could go. And so over long distances, I was able to catch a ride. But short distances, I had to catch a bus or walk. And so I went down to the very end of Santa Monica Pier and said, "Lord, this is as far west as I can go."
Right.
And then I looked across the bay and caught a Santa Monica bus, and it took me over to the Palisades. And so I jumped in the ocean, and I was swimming in the ocean, and then I looked over at Santa Monica Pier, and I said, "Whoa, I guess this is as far west as I can go." You know?
So now you're here in Arizona.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I've been here 4.5 years.
Here in Arizona?
In Arizona, yeah. I've been here 4.5 years. I
And
went
you're
all over Los Angeles for about 5 years. I've been all over Los Angeles, Santa Monica, Oxnard, Santa Paula. Let's see, been through Ojai, and then I was up in Redlands, Banning, Beaumont, Yucaipa. Been
Man,
on
you've been around.
Foothill Boulevard. Been to Upland, Pomona, Riverside, Rancho Cucamonga. I've been to all those places, and
Daniel, how was your childhood?
Lancaster too. I was in Lancaster and Lancaster and Mojave.
Mm,
I was in Mojave,
right.
Lancaster, and then what's the other city for Lancaster? There's another one.
Yeah, I'm a Texas boy.
Oh, are you? You
Yeah.
came from Texas, huh?
My wife is from the IE.
The IE,
so
sure.
she would know what you're talking
I
about.
understand the IE. Yeah.
She would know.
The
She's from
Inland
San
Empire.
Bernardino. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she would know what you're talking about. I'm a Texas boy. I'm from Dallas.
I hear you.
Yeah. So how was your childhood?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. I don't consider my childhood to be any greater or less than anybody else's. I don't have any particular disasters that I would attribute any kind of problems in life to.
No trauma.
No natural, no real, not really any trauma. That could be commonly understood. No,
Right.
nothing that I believe would make me more particular than anybody else's childhood.
Okay, let me ask you this. I like to ask people this a lot. Would you consider being homeless dangerous?
I'll tell you what, bud. There's a lot of dangers in life, and it can be more dangerous for what people do within their homes than what they do outside of their homes. I mean, that's just part of living on Earth. There's a certain amount of danger that, first and foremost, that should be expected. You don't cross the street when cars are traveling 50 miles an hour towards you. That's a danger.
Right.
Those things are expected. You don't climb a mountain and fall off the cliff. Those are dangers. If you don't do that. So I gotta say, honestly, if what you're asking me and what you really are looking for, the question that you want to ask is, what is the biggest problem that people face that are homeless? And I have to tell you, and I understand this because I've had to think about this, and the hardest problem is orientation. The most difficult problem is orientation. What do I do? How do I do? And then when you become homeless, you feel like, everybody's given up. You feel like everybody's given up on you in the world, and so why don't you give up on you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
Makes sense.
And so when that happens and that sets in, and those are the early years of being homeless, when that sets in, your orientation and your psychology changes. Now, when somebody says that, the world has given up on me, so what? And so then you feel like giving up on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I mean by the orientation is the hardest part. It's before you have a house, you have a job, you have a car, you have your clothes, you're orientated. You got your way within the world.
Right.
And everything's working. You are supported. You are supporting yourself, or you are being supported. Now, when you become homeless, you don't have that. No more. That's gone. And so the orientation sets in, and you have to do a lot of thinking. And then you start thinking to yourself, well, the whole world, everything that I had before, has given up on me. You know what I'm saying? And then that causes a downward spiral. And a lot of homeless people are having a difficult time on trying to get their orientation.
Right.
And that's just what it is. And so I personally, I keep my faith in the Lord and in the Bible. And I said another thing I had said to the Lord was, just because I am poor does not mean I cannot keep your commandments.
Amen.
You know, the 10 commandments that the Lord gave us to live by.
Right.
You know, and Jesus says, man does not live on bread and water alone, but on every word of the Lord.
Right.
And so I had to continue to follow Jesus. When I don't know how particular my being homeless is, but when I became homeless, I really just felt like I had no choice, except to follow Jesus. And Jesus says, all those who seek him find him.
Yes.
And so I had to follow Jesus because I really wasn't quite sure what to do. And I had to see Jesus and I had to find Jesus. And I haven't stopped doing so.
Amen.
Let
me ask you another question. So were you married or have you been married and do you have children?
Well, I have been married. I have no children.
No children.
And I enjoyed being married. Unfortunately, my ex-wife, I believe, she wanted to part ways, and that's fine. I mean, it was acceptable to me at the time. I was a young man at the age of 25, and so I did according to what the Lord says. I filed for. I gave her a receipt of divorce.
Right.
And there was no animosity between each other. We didn't have any children to fight over.
Right.
There was no. I always call it my divorce was. I forget the word, but anyhow, it was mutual.
You did it biblical.
Well, it was mutual.
Right.
And so there was no animosity. There was no fighting over anything. We both were young enough to have what we believed to be another future.
Right.
In life.
Okay.
Hey
Daniel, so you're around the area often?
Well, yeah, I've been here 4.5 years, and if you don't see me here, I'm over by Mavericks in the Safeway in Bullhead City.
Okay, I'll look for you next time because I would like to continue my conversation with you.
Sure.
And it was nice meeting you, Daniel.
Well, you're more than welcome.
Thank you for taking time talking with me. And you don't want a blessing bag because you said you have enough.
Well, I do right now. Some days I don't, but today I do.
Well, next time I see you, I'm gonna keep asking you for a blessing bag if you want one.
Not a problem. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Have you videotaped all of this?
Some of it.
Well, that's fine by me. You can go ahead. I
have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's called StuckInCali, and what I do is I bring awareness to homeless, mental health, drug addiction, and veterans. I was all the above. I was in the Marine Corps. I was all the above.
Well, sure.
So we're just bringing awareness to the homeless.
I was in the Army. So
oh, were you?
I understand. Yeah, I was there for 4.5 years.
4.5 years, and the veterans don't help you?
I don't ask for veteran help.
No.
I don't. And Jesus says, "Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's."
Right.
Give unto
so
God
you are
what is God's.
an Army veteran.
Well, yeah, I served for 4.5 years.
Good.
And I was honorably discharged.
Good.
And so, I don't really.
Do they help you, the veterans, or do you get a check or anything?
No, I wasn't disabled.
Oh, okay. So you just did your 4 years and then you left.
Correct.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service.
Well, you're more than welcome, buddy.
Good to meet you. And like I said,
it was nice talking to you.
I hope to see you again.
What was your name again? Juan.
And you're Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you.
So next time I see you, I know your name, Daniel. Yeah. And then I'm going to ask you if you want a blessing bag.
I appreciate it,
all right,
brother. And
you have a good night.
You
God bless you. Thank you for your interview.
Well, you're more than welcome, and that's what I thought was happening.
Remember, StuckInCali.
StuckInCali. I understand.
Thank you, Daniel. God bless you, bro.
You're more than welcome, brother.
Good night.
You do the same.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Hopefully with a blessing bag. If you're in need.
If I'm in need.
Yes.
Exactly.
So thank you.
That's the truth.
Yes, and thank you for being honest, and because a lot of people, they just take,
Well,
but you were like, no. And I see that you have a steak and you have potato, and well, you're good to go,
well,
bro.
No, I'll tell you one of the things, man. We'll save that for the next time.
Okay.
Because we'll do this again.
Okay, thank you, Daniel.
You're
I
more than
appreciate you,
welcome,
bro.
buddy.
And then
Absolutely.
next time I introduce you to my wife and my daughter.
That sounds wonderful, Juan.
Thank you. You have a good night and stay safe, Daniel.
You do the same.
Good night.
Good night.